Hi there, Pisces. Welcome to your reading. This reading is for anyone with Pisces placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Chiron. Pisces, if you were drawn to the title, or Crosswatcher, if you were drawn to the title, this reading may be for you. We're going to touch on general energies, your general reading, what's going on for you this week, and then we're going to jump into love. I am picking up something urgent for you, Pisces, like something, I got this feeling when I was shuffling that kind of told me there's information you need with a sense of urgency this week. So we'll see what comes out. The Eternal Child is your first card out for your general energies. Okay. The Self, the Starborn, and the Bardo. Okay, so this week you may be deep inside your feelings, deep inside your self-aware thought process, and I think there's some type of soul evolution taking place for you this week, Pisces. There's a big pool of depth that I'm picking up here emotionally that is affecting you this week. It's almost like deep, meaningful transformation. Yeah, like something like a soul evolution, like maybe having healed some type of childhood wound finally and then putting that into effect as the newer version of yourself in your everyday life, like having that really show up, shine through for maybe the very first time after the healing has taken place. Okay, at the bottom we have the Siren. So there seems, I keep picking up the sense of like this urgency, perhaps even like danger, or like just something on the horizon that's requiring prompt action. Okay, and with the Siren, it could talk about you being pulled in a specific direction, seduced, or convinced by someone who doesn't have the best of intentions. So we're going to jump deeper with the tarot, but for now, I was drawn to do your reading. I was considering whether to do Scorpio or Pisces, and I was drawn with a sense of urgency to do your reading today. So there's got to be something going on that's very important or critical, like perhaps a juncture, a decision point in your life this week that's coming about, or a very deep transformation that's taken place. Safe travels. Nature Spirit. Jealousy came out in reverse, okay? So some people around you are not understanding the change, the evolution that's taking place within you. Some people around you, it's not that they're not wanting it to take place, but they're having trouble understanding where it's going, why it happened, etc. There's some deep, meaningful change, perhaps in the way that you present yourself and your personality and the choices that you're making for your future. And others around you are kind of thrown off by it at this time, Pisces. It's not that they don't wish you well, it's that they literally don't understand what's going on or where this is coming from, and they don't trust it in a way. They feel like it might be temporary, or like maybe you're going through some kind of mental break. They don't get why the reaction they're getting from you is not the way that they've expected it to be, or something that aligns with who you used to be in their eyes. And the reason for this is because you're evolving. So your newer, truer sense of self is shining through to the point where others are noticing. and you've just evolved. Like, you've grown in a very significant fashion, and it's obvious to the people that are used to the old way of being, or like the old version of you. It's obvious enough to where they're noticing, and now they're very perplexed by whatever's going on here. You got the air element, so maybe there are discussions about an ending. Maybe there are discussions about, you know, putting something to rest, ending a certain way of being, ending certain relationships, ending certain, I heard job prospects, like maybe you're taking a whole new career in a different direction out of nowhere, or it seems to be out of nowhere to the people around you, but for you it's been building up for years, and it's been leading you in this direction, and you're just following your impulses and what you truly want to do that brings you joy. Okay. Someone is very emotional about this. It could be you, or it could be people around you that are getting emotional about this big change that's taking place. But it is a big change that you are, you know, approaching this week, that you are decisively taking. You have a lot of the elemental cards coming out: fire, air, water. So it seems to me like you're taking an action here that is showing that your life is headed in a whole new direction, or that the truest version of yourself is now ready to be displayed for all to see, regardless of their opinions of where you're taking your life next, Pisces. Yeah, for some of you, you're definitely moving on from a past person, a past job, a past way of being. You're definitely seeking a new way of doing life, a new way of doing the future. You know, you're seeking a new direction, in essence. And as soon as you make this choice, you will see accelerated motion. You will see things picking up speed. It's almost like once you have that moment of resolution where you decide this is the direction I'm choosing, then everything starts aligning and moving very quickly in that direction. Yep, transformation came out. So deep transformation is happening here. It started at the spiritual level. It is deep, meaningful transformation here. And you are being supported by the universe, by your guides, by the spiritual realm. And so the minute that you finally decided, this is what I'm doing, this is the way things are going to be, you'll notice that things around you, the cooperative components around you, whether that be people, situations, opportunities, places, they'll kind of morph into exactly what you needed for the progress to develop, for the progress that you seek to develop. But some people are, I keep getting that some people are very perplexed by this, that they weren't expecting it, that they didn't see it coming. So it's not jealousy, but it's almost like disbelief, or like, is this really happening? Where is this coming from? Like, lack of understanding is what I'm picking up from some people around you that have watched this transformation taking place. Because to them, they couldn't have seen it coming, but to you, it's been building internally for quite some time. Okay, mental conflict came out. So perhaps you were debating whether to disclose some of this in solitude. Perhaps you had kept some of this transformational desires, these ideas, to yourself. And now, you know, you've suddenly kind of decided, well, the way life has been going, hiding these things or preventing myself from following these dreams is not making me happy. So I'm just going to take the leap. You know, I'm sure things will be rocky at first, but they could get better over time. And this one fell on the ground, so I just picked it up. It says financial material changes. So you may be taking a risk, especially a financial risk, or you may be taking a risk when it comes to relationships and the people that you you interact with that you do care about, but that you know they might be somewhat thrown off or upset by this change. But I see you going ahead and doing it, whatever this big change is. All right. I feel like pulling an outcome card for you on this change to see, because it sounds like it's something very exciting, that feels very big to you, and that you're still somewhat shaky or unsure about, but you're taking that leap of faith. So I just want to see what you can expect with regards to this big shift you're making. And then we're going to jump into love. So let's see. What can Pisces expect? There will be an adjustment period, Pisces. There are going to be very powerful changes in your life coming up just around the corner. Very, very powerful. I heard impactful, meaningful. And then a personal issue reaches resolution. So if there's somebody that you care about, somebody in your family, somebody close to you that you think is not going to understand, isn't going to be on board, etc., your guides are telling you here that in the long run, things are going to be fine. Like 30 days from now, month and a half from now, things are eventually going to be fine. It feels like a very pivotal moment, but essentially whatever reservations the people around you have will quell, and you will be okay. They will need to adjust to this new version of you. And those that are meant to be in your experience will stay, and those that are not will kind of melt away. Okay? And so at the bottom we have confidence is your key to success. With the new moon in Leo energy, you should be seeking to be the best version of yourself unapologetically, Pisces. So you're being encouraged to continue forward with the transformation that you've begun potentially this week. All right. Well, let's jump into the love portion of your reading. Who is Pisces dealing with in love, or what is Pisces dealing with in love? First card out is poised and go the distance. So I'm connecting to a group of you who are interested in meeting someone or nurturing something with someone that will be long-term, that will be long-lasting. You may have your eye on a specific person who you've kind of put on a pedestal. Chaos and conflict came out, but in reverse. Between Worlds was at the bottom, but we'll keep shuffling. Oh, that one came out weirdly. Okay, so flexible. For some of you, this may be an ongoing connection with somebody that you've already interacted with romantically, and there's a need to be flexible, to allow things to unfold a certain way, to allow things to continue to unfold without having all the answers. Okay, we have regeneration in reverse and serendipity in reverse. Somebody may feel like this connection doesn't have a future, or may not come out of the depths of darkness that it currently finds itself in. So things with this person, I am picking up that is somebody you've already connected with here, Pisces. So for those of you seeking new love, unless this is happening in the future, like about to happen, it's most likely for those of you who have already been connected to this person. Okay, so I'm picking up on a person here where you've already had some type of history. The relationship between you is calling for flexibility. However, one of you, either you or that person that you're connecting to, doesn't have a whole lot of visibility into how things could improve from where from where they were last left off. Okay, so things in this connection started very happily. It was very lighthearted. It was very fun. It was very exciting. And then something happened, and it looks like things either paused, fell apart, came to an abrupt stop, something like this. And either you or this person has trouble visualizing, daydreaming about how this connection could come about again. Yet here they are in your energy. So something is still brewing between you and this person. Okay, at the bottom we have why. So one of you is probably wondering, and this could be you, why did things go wrong? What could I have done differently? This seems to be the person of my dreams. It seems to be the perfect partner. But then something happened and things fell apart. And I do, like as we discussed, you've been going through a pretty deep transformation yourself. So it could have to do with a shift in energies between where you started in the connection and where you've come now, where you've come to energetically as part of your soul evolution journey, Pisces. But this is what I'm picking up, that you are still connected to a person that you have ended things with or have had an argument with or are at odds with in some way. Let's find out more. We have heart chakra coming out. So you guys are definitely in love or were in love with one another at one point. Your hearts were open and pointed at one another at one point. You guys have a psychic connection. Like in the ethereal realm, you guys are still connected. Somebody emotionally withdrew from this connection, and that may have started some of the chaos and conflict that you had to deal with towards the end. This did start as a very solid, like the connection started in a very lovely manner. You guys had a strong foundation. You had alignment on values. You were being compassionate and caring towards each other and being adaptable. And yet we still find ourselves where we are. So let's see what happened with this. Yeah, somebody just lost hope. So the reason one of you can't see a future together is because somebody gave up hope of resolving whatever chaos or conflict arose in the connection. So there must have been an obstacle that got in the way, and it discouraged either you or your person of interest from being able to see a future together. So it was really just a loss of hope. And at the bottom we have fertility. There's still like a seed of hope. I heard there's still a seed of hope. The universe understands. If you connect energetically to each other, you can sense that. You can sense that. But there's somebody in this connection that is stuck on heartache, on pain and longing and lack of belonging. And so whether this is you or your person, yeah, you need both of you to be in the same vibrational vicinity for this to work. And one of you is far removed. One of you is in the very lower vibrational vicinity. Like someone in this connection is going through pain, grief, suffering, mental disruption, anxiety, stress, while the other one is like, wow, that was really nice. We had a great time together. I don't know why things fell apart. I felt like we could work through this. I hope that one day maybe we can try again. And then this person is sitting here just like drowning in emotion, in logic puzzles, that they can't break past, right? Like they're like tying themselves in knots inside their head, trying to logic their way out of something that is emotional in nature and has nothing to do with logic, okay? So let's get some more detail and then your advice. Let's see. Courting date, anniversary, or meetup. There could be some kind of anniversary, or they may be thinking about when they first started dating you. Let's get one more for date. Okay. Somebody feels guilty about how things went down, or they may have lied or hidden something, perhaps when they first started dating you. Perhaps they tried to downplay some aspect of themselves that later became a problem. Okay, maybe they thought it would be something you could work through, but they hid it from the beginning. So there's some aspect of having hidden parts of themselves when you first met that they later disclosed. Okay, there's some aspect of this feeling guilty, like, yeah, maybe I wasn't as honest as I should have been from the beginning. You know, there's definitely some guilt or remorse about not having been fully open or disclosing something about values or something about the way they felt about a specific thing that you guys discussed early on. They weren't fully open or honest about that thing because they didn't want the connection to fall apart from the very start. Yet later on, this became a bigger issue that bubbled up again. And it was important and it was meaningful and it should have been discussed. Okay, so this person is in their thoughts about that and recognizing the role they played in that aspect of the connection. Okay. What else? So text messages came through in reverse. Right now there's no contact between you and this person, but they do think about texting you. They do think about talking to you, possibly sending an apology. They may be wondering if you're going on dates or meeting other people. What else for Pisces person? Okay, this one flipped. Somebody's definitely considering new love. This could be you or this person. Here we go. I'm ready for commitment. And I'm sorry I hurt you. I didn't realize what I had until it was gone. So either you are exploring new love and this person can sense that you're pulling away energetically and exploring new options. And it's making them think, like, how did I play a role in this? Should I try to revive things, etc.? Somebody's definitely having some kind of enlightenment moment, epiphany, learning some life lessons through the connection that happened between you and them. So there's definitely a lot of soul evolution happening here, Pisces. I know you're going through a deep, meaningful change, and perhaps this connection that you've left behind is helping you understand how you want to be treated, and it's helping you to attract new love. Definitely pick up that you are ready here for commitment. Perhaps this person wasn't at the time when you dated. They're definitely sorry that they hurt you in some way. And they're definitely reflecting on how much they miss the connection. And they're definitely fighting urges to reach out. So I see that there's no contact here right now, but this person is fighting urges to reach out. I think they're trying to work through their brain, like work through their brain puzzles on, like, should I reach out? Is this the right time? Like, what if, like, how could we resolve the things that we left unresolved if I were to reach out? Perhaps Pisces has already moved on. Like, so there's a lot that this person is processing. And I think you're healing from whatever happened. I think you're focusing on your spiritual well-being and growth at this time. Okay, what is the advice for Pisces with regards to this person? Oof, first card out. Release your ex. So it seems like your guys are saying here, Pisces, look, this person may still think about you. They may still want you. They may wonder if they did the right thing, breaking up or pulling away or whatnot. But it's not worth it. So your guides are telling you here, it's time to kind of let go of this person. Or they need to let go of you because possibly you're exploring other options already. Let's see. Yeah, they may get impulses to come back into the picture and try to reach out. Don't be surprised if they do reach out. On your side, there's children possibly, or you're thinking about starting a family, or you may already have children with another partner. But that is a consideration for you when you're thinking about commitment, is how children would fit into that puzzle. Okay, deception. You may have, things may have come to light about this person that you weren't aware of originally. And, when the mask fell off or slipped, you weren't necessarily too happy with what you saw behind it. It probably affected your trust. Yeah, it probably affected your trust and your approach to dating. Like, maybe I need to be a little bit more, or a little bit less naive, or like a little bit more inquisitive. Maybe I need to ask more questions in the beginning. Maybe I need to address more difficult topics earlier on when I'm dating someone new. So it's definitely helped you grow in some way when it comes to dating. And then here's your final card, forgiving and learning. I think you've taken the lessons from this connection that you deeply cared about, and you've applied them so that you can have success in your romantic connections going forward. But I don't necessarily see that being with this person. I just see that you guys are very connected in a spiritual sense, like in the ethereal realm. This person is still very much in your energy, okay? And you and theirs. There's still very strong romantic feelings here. So they either have to let you go, or they have to work on themselves and grow in whatever area caused the relationship to stagnate. Okay, so that is all that I have for you, Pisces. Thank you for being here and for your time and energy. If you have a quick moment, I would greatly appreciate if you could drop a like or a comment on the video, providing me feedback. That really helps out my channel. And I will catch you on the next one. Take care.